Welcome to the AC 24/7 Top Story Countdown. I'm Sonia Baghdadi. We'll guide you through the biggest headlines of the day. Our focus, advocating our rights, advocating health, and advocating Earth. Here's our pick for number 5.
Student loan payments are back, adding to a growing list of things eating away at Americans' finances. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says 1 in 5 people with student loans are likely to struggle once their payments resume in October.
So it does feel like a even bigger burden for certain people. So there's kind of like this mix of feelings.
And according to a Bankrate survey, nearly a quarter of Americans with student loan debt say borrowing too much for their education is their biggest financial regret.
The numbers are so unreal and astronomical that I can't even fathom making a payment.
If I had that ability to talk to my younger self, I would have never, ever gone for that law degree. These student loans have been a noose around my neck for 20 years.
According to federal education data, the average student loan borrower owes over $37,000, costing on average up to $300 a month.
If you have debt, you really want to face it head on and figure out a plan for it.
So what can you do now to get a handle on your debt? 1, get your finances in order. See where you can trim down now to handle that additional monthly expense. 2, research and sign up for a repayment plan.
So an income-based plan that will make sure that your payment doesn't exceed a certain percentage of what you're making.
3, get back on the bandwagon. Make the necessary adjustments to make one-time payments and avoid delinquencies. For Consumer Watch, I'm Cole Higgins.
You can stream the Advocate channel now. Download our Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Google Play Store app for instant access. The countdown continues with number 4.
Pava LaPere did big things in her 26 years. A tech CEO Forbes honored as a 30 under 30, whom Baltimore's mayor knew and now mourns.
Pava was a very young, talented, devoted Baltimorean, someone that I had the opportunity to get to know over the past few years, who would help anybody that she would see.
Baltimore police say LaPere was found dead in an apartment building Monday. Their suspect, 32-year-old Jason Dean Billingsley, who's wanted on charges of first-degree murder, assault, and more. Police call him armed and dangerous and on the run.
This individual will kill and he will rape. He will do anything he can to cause harm.
Court records show Billingsley had previous assault convictions and was registered in Maryland's sex offender database. He pleaded guilty to a first-degree sex offense in 2015. He got a 30-year prison sentence, but was released in October 2022. Police are looking at open cases since that time, and they have named Billingsley as a suspect in a Baltimore arson last week, which sent 2 adults to the hospital in critical condition.
Every single police officer in Baltimore City, the state of Maryland, as well as the U.S. Marshals are looking for you. We will find you.
They're also announcing a reward for information that leads to Billingsley's arrest, hoping to stop the violence they say could happen again. I'm Emily Schmidt, reporting.
TheAdvocateChannel.com looks at the world through the lens of equality and inclusion. Subscribe, like, and share now. AC 24/7's Top Story Countdown continues with our producer's pick for number 3.
The Trump empire.
You're fired.
Which Americans binged in the hit show The Apprentice.
I've been successful in every business I've been in.
Helped catapult Donald Trump to political stardom.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And the presidency may not be all it seemed. According to a ruling by a New York judge Tuesday, Donald Trump committed fraud for years. The ruling largely siding with New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Donald Trump falsely inflated his net worth by billions of dollars to unjustly enrich himself and to cheat the system, thereby cheating all of us.
She brought a civil lawsuit against Trump, his sons, and the Trump Organization in 2022. The judge finding they inflated the value of Trump properties, golf courses, hotels, and homes to secure loans, ultimately building their fortune. Take the Trump triplex apartment in New York City. The former president noted in financial statements that it's 3 times bigger in size than it actually is, creating an overvaluation up to $207 million, according to the judge. Mar-a-Lago found to be inflated by more than $500 million. A discrepancy of this order of magnified by a real estate developer sizing up his own living space of decades can only be considered fraud, the judge wrote, adding the Trumps are living in a fantasy world, not the real world.
It is a sledgehammer to Trump and the entire organization in New York.
And now Trump's New York empire will likely shrink. The judge canceling the Trump organization's business certification and assigning an independent party to dissolve entities like the tower at 40 Wall Street in New York City and a family compound in Westchester County. How that process will play out is still being determined by the court and could take some time.
He is in a world of hurt on the business side, stronger so far than anything that's happened on the criminal side.
Trump lashed out on Truth Social, saying it is a great company that has been slandered and maligned by this politically motivated witch hunt. He's appealing the ruling. For James, it's a win on one claim of several filed in the suit, paving the way for the Trumps to possibly owe the state big bucks.
Like the Advocate channel on Facebook for the best way to get updated stories that advocate for equality, justice, our rights, and more. AC 24/7 continues with today's top 2 pick.
As 7 GOP presidential hopefuls took the stage at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Wednesday night, the party's frontrunner was once again absent.
Donald Trump is missing in action. He put $7 trillion on the debt. He should be in this room to answer those questions for the people you talk about who are suffering.
With a smaller stage, down 1 from their last debate, the candidates fought to break through.
Gentlemen, you'll have your turn.
One of the challenges we should have a debate.
The man at the center lectern, Ron DeSantis, went into the night with a lot to prove. Once considered the party's best hope of dethroning former President Donald Trump, the Florida governor has lost ground in recent polls.
As commander-in-chief, I'm going to use the U.S. military to go after the Mexican drug cartels. They are killing our people.
After memorably clashing with several rivals in Milwaukee, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy said his goal this time around was to stress his policies and positions.
Unlock American energy. Drill, frack, burn coal, embrace nuclear energy, put people back to work.
And former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley looked to build on the momentum her campaign received from the previous debate.
We need to make sure we put 25,000 more Border Patrol and ICE agents on the ground and let them do their job.
As for the former president, Donald Trump once again skipped the evening, opting to hold an event in Detroit amid the ongoing auto workers strike.
I've risked it all to defend working class from the corrupt political class that has spent decades sucking the life, wealth, and blood out of this country.
In Los Angeles, I'm Mike Valerio.
Follow the Advocate channel on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on stories that matter every day. We're now at our #1 story of the day. Take a look.
This October might be a little more spooky than usual in the U.S.
Mr. President, do you think the government shutdown is inevitable?
I don't think anything is inevitable in politics.
Funding for the government expires on Sunday, the 1st of October, and right now there's no plan in place to prevent that.
Every day I walk in this place, I have confidence. You know why? Because we're America. We will solve the problems before us, and every day will be better than the day before. Some days you stumble, and some days you get better.
The White House is calling on House Republicans to back the Senate's bipartisan stopgap bill that would temporarily keep the government running with a continuing resolution.
Speaker McCarthy needs to stop letting the MAGA radicals drive his decisions and do the obvious and sensible thing. Follow the Senate's lead and pass a bipartisan CR to prevent this reckless shutdown.
But some members of the House GOP aren't showing signs of compromise.
If the folks in my district want somebody who's just going to come here and vote for continuing resolutions and omnibus bills, they've had other choices in other elections, but they chose to send me, and I'm here to fight.
Among the potential impacts of a shutdown, active military members and Border Patrol agents will go without pay. I'm John Lawrence reporting.